What's up, fantasy football friends and family? This is your league manager checking in for your Week 8 Power Rankings. Today's fantasy rankings is sponsored by the Port of San Diego, located at Little Italy County Center. All right, so first recap. Oh my goodness. Now, we reach Week 8. You know what that means? We're past the halfway mark. For everyone else who can't add that up, that means we have 6 games left to make that final 6. And you have 6 weeks left to hopefully get your first payday by finishing first. Now, the way I look at it, nobody's safe. Would you have it any other way? Nope. And that's what I call riding by. So I just want to say thank you. I appreciate you all for putting the hard work in, week out, covering the waivers, covering the free agents, setting them lineups to make sure no man in this league has an advantage until they actually win it. All right. Oh my goodness. Look at what we got here. Multiple people winning the money for weekly high score. Let's run them down from the last time I actually recapped. Week 3, we had easy money. Doubling up for week 4 was easy money. Week 5, no other than King of the North, if you know what that means. And number 6, an all-time great and favorite, Cambodian breast milk. And once in a blue moon, Chief by the Bay in week 7. Now let's get into these rankings. Now that the party's done outside, it's time to move it back inside to handle some business. All right. Coming at number 10, we have Team King Curtis. I got to put you here. You dropped 3 in a row. Yes, it has been a tough 3 games to look and go across, but still, losing 3 in this league kind of keeps you on a steady drop. However, the upside, I see a very, very good running game mixed in with a few kabooms from the wide receivers on your squad. You never know. You're back at 500, still once again in the playoff run, which everyone else is. Coming in at number 9, no other than the new newbie of the league, Paul Bears. Your team got your 3 wins, and in fact, you were on a roll until you met up against breast milk, where you did show the low of the week for the second time this season. I know what your team potential lies, but trust in QB Cam, that's exactly where your team's going to go. As he goes, you go. Antonio Brown, Michael Crabtree, I see still putting in that work. Frank Gore looking pretty solid. Indianapolis could pay him off by giving him a few more carries when it counts most. But, you know, you're going to be going into this week, once again, facing a very, very strong team, ranked still higher than you, but you have a fighting chance. So as you face off against Cutler Dead, let them know you don't want to stay in 9th, but hey, for now, that's where it is. Number 8, Cutler's Dead. Paul Bear's opposition. Cutler's Dead, pretty much, he could have expected a loss last week, but 115 points, not necessarily expected. I do know this team should be putting up more money, as they have 5 out of the 7 games they have so far this year, as well as especially with the return of DeAndre Hopkins back into the lineup. Wow, this team is completely stacked at wide receiver. More than productive Chris Thompson at running back, and a strong arm 40-year-old in Tom Brady. Colors Dead, you're going up. I see it. I trust it. Keep it moving. Don't worry about last week. On to the next week. And maybe you might be burying Paul Bear's playoff hopes. I doubt it, but you might. On to number 7, Lynch Mob. Yes, Lynch Mob, as in Ice Cube's Lynch Mob, post NWA, pre West Side Connection, Lynch Mob. Lynch Mob, you're going to be asking the most of your team this week. I see it being tough but possible to overcome these. Oof, I take that back. You're facing King of the North. You're facing King of the North without Delaney Walker. without a Marcus Mariota, without a Devontae Adams. And even if you had Devontae Adams, Hundley is throwing him the ball. I don't count you out. You got a strong defense. You're going to need a lot from Mike Williams on the Chargers. You're going to need a lot from Giovanni Bernard. You're asking a lot. Sometimes you ask, but you and you get it. Like they said, a closed mouth don't get fed. So you make sure you're talking it up to your team and rallying them for this week. But I've always got positivity in my mind and my heart for all these teams in the league. And there's no telling what you're going to do this week as well as the weeks to come. All the best. Keep it up. On to number 6. Cambodian breast milk. I need more points for. You got 4 wins. I respect that wholeheartedly. But you have faced the easiest schedule. So you're making it through once again. I seen you turn up the heat when it was time to really cook in this league. But what you waiting for? I feel you seasoned the chicken enough. You seasoned the chicken enough, okay? It's cooked already. Cook it. Get in there and make your food and give me some points for it. I'll keep you at number 6 until you give me some more points for it. Keep winning. You stay at number 6 until I get some more points for it. But enjoy it. You are winning. I struggle with this one as we go into the top 5. Some may call my pick after this one favoritism. Some may call it, hey, he may have it right. I know I'm probably going to hear about it, but I'm sticking to my guns on this one. Number 5, AC/DC Nation. Welcome back to the top. Welcome back to a playoff ranking. I like what you've been doing. You have accumulated over 1,000 points. 3 wins going against the toughest schedule to date. I like what you're doing. Your team is looking very good. You're going up against the Cambodian breast milk who wants to move up, who wants to stay in charge of his destiny at this time. And I hope you're able to do what you can to take charge of your destiny. I like the fact that you have Mark Ingram post Adrian Peterson. I like a Josh Dotson if a Cousins can keep up his productions. I like a Latavius Murray up in Minnesota. What happened is what happened, and it may keep happening. Le'Veon Bell, you took it. He fell all the way to you in the draft. You took him, and it's counting now. Phillip Rivers, maybe you're just going with the hometown former hero. Keep it up. I trust that you're going to make the right moves, play the right people. It may be your week, it may not. But hey, you're number 5. Keep climbing if you will.